On a random Monday, Elena checked her bank app. For about 10 seconds, she felt rich. Payday hit. Her balance looked strong. Then the auto drafts landed.
Rent. Car.
Insurance. Credit card. Back to almost nothing. She stared at the screen. Not angry. Not surprised. Just tired. Because this had been happening for years. Not months.
Years.
And the worst part wasn't the numbers. It was the pattern. The feeling that no matter how responsible she was, nothing really changed. She worked harder. She improved. She sacrificed. And still, every month looked the same. And deep down, she already knew something was wrong. Not with her, but with the rules she had been following. She was not lazy. She was not irresponsible. She was doing exactly what society told her to do. Work hard. Earn more. Be disciplined. But nobody explained what happens after that. Nobody explained why intelligent, disciplined people can stay stuck for decades. And yet, her life still felt rented. Not broken. Not chaotic. Just rented. This is a quiet trap. A paycheck can keep you functional, while your freedom stays delayed. It gives comfort, but also control. Because when your income stops, your life pauses. And most people don't notice this in their 20s. They notice when responsibility grows. Family, mortgage, dependence. Because the system does not reward effort first. It rewards ownership first. And most people never notice this. They only notice when they are 40 or 50 and still dependent on their next deposit. Still negotiating time for money. Still hoping for security that never fully arrives. This is where Lucas enters the story. He looked successful.
Promotion.
Stable career. Growing income. The kind of person others admire. But internally he felt fragile. Because if he stopped working, everything would stop. And that thought is heavier than debt. It follows you. At night. On weekends. During vacations. Even when everything looks fine. He saw Elena's situation and realized something uncomfortable. They were on the same path. Different income. Same structure. That is when Sarah entered his life. Not as a guru, but as a guide.
Calm. Sharp.
Strategic. She had this quiet confidence that didn't need validation. She told him something simple. Here, money works for you. He asked, what does that even mean? She smiled. It means your income is not your wealth. Ownership is. And that sentence changed how he saw the world. Because once you hear it, you can't unsee it. You start noticing patterns everywhere. Because if you look at lists like Forbes billionaire rankings, you see a pattern. Founders. Investors. Owners. Not employees. Even high-paid ones. Most of their wealth is not salary. It is equity. So the real question is not, how do I work harder?
It is,
what do I own? And what am I building that works, even when I don't? Let's simplify money today. Because if you understand this, you change your financial life. Sarah explained that discipline is expensive. It demands daily decisions. And daily decisions drain mental energy. Fight spending. Fight emotions. Fight impulses. And the problem is not intelligence. It's fatigue. Even strong people get tired. But systems remove the fight. You decide once. Then the system decides for you. This is the kind of thing rich people do differently. They don't rely on motivation. They design environments. They automate behavior. They remove friction. They remove emotion. And that is why average willpower can build above average wealth. Because consistency beats intensity. She showed Lucas a simple structure. 20% growth. 10% stability, 60% essentials, 10% enjoyment. The numbers scale. The structure stays. It works when you earn little. It works when you earn a lot. Most people do the opposite. They spend first and hope something is left. Nothing is left, because spending expands to fill the space. Every single month, lifestyle grows silently, and suddenly high income still feels tight. So the system flips the order. You pay your future first. You protect yourself second. You live third. You enjoy last. And something unexpected happens. You feel calmer, because your future is no longer optional. It is scheduled, predictable, protected. Lucas realized something powerful. His stress was not from lack of money. It was from lack of control. Uncertainty creates anxiety. Control creates peace. So he automated everything. Income arrived. Money moved. Assets were bought.
No debate. No hesitation. No emotion.
This is dollar cost averaging in its purest form. Historically, long-term markets trend upward. Not smoothly, but consistently over time. Measured by indexes like the S&P 500. Some years brutal. Some incredible. But consistency captures the trend. Panic misses it. Years passed. Crashes came. Fear returned. Headlines screamed. Friends panicked. Social media exploded. But the system kept working. And something surprising happened. Lucas became calmer. Because freedom is not a number. It is a process. A process that replaces anxiety with options. Options change your psychology. They change your posture. They change your decisions. Sarah then showed him something most people ignore. The highest return investment is often not a stock. It is a skill. Because skills compound in invisible ways. If you spend $2,000 learning something that increases income by $20,000, that is leverage. Skills like communication, negotiation, digital leverage. These scale. Income rises. Assets accelerate. And identity changes. You stop being a worker. You become a builder. But there was another hidden trap. Lifestyle inflation. The silent destroyer. Every raise became new obligations. A better apartment. A newer car. A more expensive life. And nothing changed. Because the cage just became more comfortable. So Sarah gave him a rule. Every raise increases investments first. Lifestyle comes later. Because freedom is built silently. Not loudly. This is the emotional shift. You stop trying to look successful. You start becoming free. And slowly, fear disappears. Fear of layoffs. Fear of instability. Fear of being trapped. Fear of losing everything. The goal is not luxury. It is autonomy. Because when assets pay your expenses, you stop renting your life. You start owning it. And that is the real game.